Hey Uprisers, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who may not know who I am, my name is Michelle K. Hanabusa and I run a community-driven streetwear brand called We Are Uprisers. We focus on storytelling and amplifying voices of people who I like to call warriors of change. Today is part one, where I wanted to discuss and highlight various ways our community has continued to show up for Black Lives Matter, and also our fight against racism towards Blacks and also people of color. The past few weeks I decided to pause on my YouTube channel because I wanted to take that time to continue to educate myself, learn and listen, and figure out best practices on ways we can participate and amplify Black voices. Something that I've really learned throughout several months of the work that we've been putting in for Hate is a Virus, but then also recent events, is that this is an ongoing process, not a one day, a week, a months-long effort. This is a lifelong process. Some of you may be telling yourself, well, I'm feeling way too overwhelmed, I just don't know where to begin, or I'm too afraid to speak out because I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing. I don't have enough followers on social media to really affect change. This is not the time to stay silent. You know, we need to speak up and really figure out ways where we can show up and amplify these voices. You know, this new revolution, this uprising surrounding Black Lives Matter has been really eye-opening for many people on a global level. And we've already witnessed that change can happen when people take back their power and realize that they have always had their power inside them all along. So, you know, I hope that today's video and highlighting different ways that people have shown up and taken action can really activate your inner fighter, your inner warrior that you have always had. And today's video is really important for me because I wanted to share with you all the various ways that these fearless leaders, these community leaders that you may even know, have been showing up on the daily. And I hope that this will inspire you to do your part and take action. So here they are.
Hi, my name is Kent Yoshimura. I am co-founder and CEO of a company called Neuro, which makes functional gum and mints, as well as an artist who primarily focuses on murals. We live in very strange times, first and foremost. As we all try to find our voice within the grander narrative of history, it's hard to look at ourselves from an individualistic standpoint. Between my muralist friends and I, one of the things that we felt that we could do is paint over the boarded up businesses, paint the plywood on the boarded up businesses in Little Tokyo, not in any way to give an overt message on anything, but purely be something that's supportive within the backdrop of the protests of the entirety of the Black Lives Matters movement. From the art side, looking at what you can do from a visual perspective, something that's much easier than words to comprehend and much more instantaneously impactful due to its visual nature. Every single one of us has our place and our voice within ourselves and within the grander scheme of, again, the narrative of history and what's happening in the world right now. To see that, to see where you fit in and where you can use whatever that platform is that you are a part of to get your voice out, to promote more empathy, just in general. Those are the ways that we could each move towards a brighter future and move towards change in an impactful and meaningful way.
Hi, my name is Brian Pham. I'm the founder and CEO of Asian Hustle Network. I'm also the co-founder of Hate is a Virus, along with Michelle Hanabusa and Tammy Cho. And there's so much social injustice that's going on right now. It's really important for us to really stick together and support each other during this time. The way Asian Hustle Network has been doing it, we have been a part of panels. We've been voicing other speaking events regarding the Black Lives Movement onto our network. We really want to be there and really amplify these people's voices to make sure that, hey, they're not in this alone. We are all in this together. You know, we're all in this to solve this problem once and for all. I don't want to see any more like police brutality. I don't want to see any more social injustices. I want to see us moving together forward in a society that's equal and fair to all, to be honest. We're here together and let's get through this. You know, we have to support each other right now, no matter what.
Hey everyone, my name is Saul Lopez. I am a videographer and photographer based here in Los Angeles. I also happen to be the person who edits all of Michelle's vlogs. So I hope you've enjoyed her content up to this point. I also want to thank Michelle for opening up the platform to allow other people in her community to speak up and share their voice in this fight to end racial injustice. For me, it wasn't even a question to stand up and speak out with the small platform that I have. You know, the Black community has given me so much in my 27 years of life. You know, whether that's friendship, mentorship, kindness, love. This wasn't even a question of if, but you know, how could I help? As I mentioned, being a photographer, videographer, I figured that my art form was the best way to help spread the message and awareness of what was happening in the city of Los Angeles specifically. I attended a few protests just on my own, but I also shot a video for NBA player DeMar DeRozan, who is from Compton originally, and I shot him at the Compton Peace Rally, and it was amazing and just a beautiful thing to see that community come together and see him come back, and he already gives back so much, but just be there for his people and speak and be a voice in this fight, you know, was just incredibly moving. And at the same time, at that protest, Kendrick Lamar happened to be there. Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite artists, and I actually noticed him as he was leaving the rally. No one was really bothering him. I heard someone say Kendrick, and I also said hello during that same time. He noticed the camera in my hand. He stopped and posed, and I took a couple of portraits of him. I took maybe 4 or 5 photos, nothing crazy. I uploaded it to Instagram, not thinking anything, but to my surprise, major publications around the world posted it, reposted it, and it kind of just spread like wildfire. I was just happy to be able to use my art form to help spread awareness, and it's something that I'm going to continue to be doing. Whatever it is that you can do, whether that's just donating money or educating yourself, learning, doing something, an act of kindness for someone, whatever it is, just make sure you start, make sure you're doing it with the right intentions, because racism just has no place anywhere in the world and in the universe, just period. If you don't know where to start, I hope that you learn something or take inspiration from one of these speakers. If you still don't know where to get started, please feel free to reach out to myself. I'm sure Michelle is very open to it as well. Just slide in our DMs on Instagram, and I'm more than happy to have a conversation with you. With that being said, I'm gonna pass it on to the next speaker.
Hi everyone, my name is Tammy Cho, and I am one of the co-founders of Hate is the Virus, alongside Michelle Hanabusa and Brian Pham. I am also the founder and CEO of Better Brave, a nonprofit that equips employees with the knowledge they need to navigate harassment, discrimination, and retaliation in the workplace. It's been incredibly heartbreaking to see the continued injustices against our Black brothers and sisters. And it's imperative that we step up and join the fight against these systemic injustices and stand in solidarity with the Black community. With that said, it's not enough for us to just voice our solidarity. We need to take action, and we need to listen, learn from, and take direction from the Black leaders and organizers of this movement. At Better Brave, we've also been thinking a lot more about what more we could do as an organization to support the Black community moving forward. To start off, we commit to raising awareness of the rampant racism and discrimination occurring in workplaces. Many studies show how women of color are deeply impacted by issues like harassment, discrimination, and bullying in the workplace. But of those women of color, Black women are the most affected by issues like tokenization, bullying, sexual harassment, among many other issues. In addition to this, we are launching a new initiative in the next few months where we are conducting digital trainings for our community members as well as college students who are just about to enter the workforce on how to navigate issues like harassment and discrimination in the workplace, and equipping them with knowledge of their rights as well as resources for responding to these issues. A pivotal component to these programs is making sure that we highlight the unique experiences that women of color experience, especially Black women, and the type of injustices they might experience when they enter the workforce. We will continue to be loud about all of these issues and do our part in creating resources, amplifying voices of Black leaders, and coming together as a community to stand in solidarity with Black Lives Matter. We hope that you join us. All lives won't matter until Black lives do.
I really appreciate you all for taking the time to watch this today. I hope that it has inspired you in some way to take action, and I encourage you all to continue to fight the good fight with us. And I will see you next Monday, Uprisers, for part 2.